Hey, Soul Tribe. Tracy here, Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the shares, views, subscribes, everything. I appreciate it all. Let's ring the bell. Let's clear out the energy and then let's just see what the message the Spirit has for us this afternoon. And if this is your first time, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. If you haven't subscribed and you like my vibe, and you'd like to be part of the Sweet Spot Soul Tribe, we surely would appreciate it if you would subscribe. Thank you so very much. Let's ring the bell. It almost sounds like somebody's making fun of somebody else, like somebody's poking fun of somebody. That's what it feels like. Bottom of the deck, shining through. It's like somebody, they can see something that somebody was trying to, I feel like they were trying to keep this secret, but they're not able to let it stay secret anymore because it's shining through. And now somebody, it's time for them to let this go, whatever it is. It's almost like they know that their life is about to change. Their story with them and somebody else ends there. Almost like, somebody had predicted. But now it's somehow, some way, it's like this person kind of got stuck or in this type of, it wasn't like a cage or anything, but where they were experiencing the same, hard to get out of this cycle. Mm-hmm. And it's like they knew that it was like it wasn't a happy occasion because it was like it was something that was bittersweet, but it's almost like they had to I feel like this is somebody who had to search the internet and then they found what they needed. Yeah, they searched the internet. It's like somebody was looking at something on the internet and it could be attached to you, and they saw it was something that they also have or they understand where they get it from. Yeah, it's like they understand that it's like if you have a gift, they understand that they have this gift too. It's almost like somehow y'all are connected. And it's something that's it makes them happy. It makes them feel, it makes their heart feel connected to your heart. And so with that, this person feels like whatever was holding them back, they are now able to release this. Hey, Terry, how are you? Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Thank you. Yes, the royal you. Somebody finally understands who they are, the royalty that they have within them. And this is something that, like I said, it makes them feel so, whenever you find out something about yourself that you're like, I never knew. Almost like somebody, like some people, they do a genealogy report and they go, oh my gosh, I never knew I had this in me. And then all of a sudden someone feels connected. This is how this person is feeling right now, that connected. And that connection is bearing fruit because they know, like, they come from you. Fruit don't fall too far from the tree. And that's so powerful to them. They getting it now. They get it now. What they get is that were to follow your lead. You are the muse for them. See, before somebody, they just thought you was different. They thought you was weird. They're like this out of this world type of person. Like, why am I connected to the out of this world type of people? Because that's how they felt. But now that they understand that it is a privilege, it is a gift to have this, whatever it is. Now they feel that it is not crazy. They see it's extraordinary. This now somebody is open to discovering more about themselves, their spirituality. They want to know about their mind, their body, their soul, their heart. They want their heart to be wide open. Oh, that's the washing machine. I was like, what the hell is that noise? Is that a ghost? I got to go, y'all. No, just kidding. That's the washing machine. Yeah, so they it's like they want their mind, their body, their soul, their heart. Oh, everything is open now. When you find out, see, you thought for all this time that you was like half this and half that, only to find out that you half of this, but you only a quarter of this, and then you a quarter of this other, and you ain't got none of that, but you got this, that, this, that, this, that, this, that, this, that, and the other. And you like, well damn. I guess I gotta take this stuff off. I can't be a part of y'all club no more. I don't really fit the bill. So now somebody is able to take a higher view. Hey, Miss Pretty Girl Swag. Now they see the endless possibilities because now they want to get to know everything about their own spirituality. Now they want to understand why they're here. Now they want to understand what their journey is about. Somebody's ready to get on the boat. They missed that first ship, but they determined to get on that second one. Yes. It's like somebody's starting to learn really about themselves. It's almost like they're starting to feel that everything feels different. Now they understand the importance of connecting with nature, even if it's just sitting outside. Now they understand about the spirit of gratitude for the smallest of things. Because if we cannot be grateful for the small things, we'll never be grateful for the humongous things. And sometimes, as quiet as it's kept, the small things are the humongous things. We have to understand what's the small thing and what's the humongous thing. As an example, being able to be blessed to pay it off free and clear a $1.5 million house, and you know that you never have another house payment, just pay the utilities and, the taxes on the land, that kind of bullshit. Or is that the humongous thing, or is that the small thing? Or is it having the love of a nurturing, thankful mother who is active in your life and is teaching you the right way to go? Is that the small thing? Or is that the humongous thing? See, somebody needs to understand what those things are. But that's not just those 10 things. It's everything. Because then that shows them what they need to do, what they need to focus on. And see how it's that bullseye shows somebody what they need to focus on. But this could be something that this person, see, they're shocked because, like, maybe you read tarot, you're an oracle, you were a tea leaf reader, you read seashells or something like that, and before it was like, that's that voodoo shit, but it's not that voodoo shit. And now to find out they have that same gift, and they see that the tarot cards is like a tool to be able to show, and it's ruled by energy, not by as y'all see, I don't pick the cards out. So yeah, somebody, they are starting to be able to bridge that gap. They thought that there was just worlds between you and them. Now they understand that there's more similarities than what they ever imagined. Yes, this person, they what else, Spirit? Mm-hmm. I feel like this person, it's like they are not someplace that they ever thought that they would be. It's like one day, you stealing and shit, and, pickpocketing, boosting cars and clothes and stuff like that. And then the next day you wake up and realize that you was meant to be a preacher. So you quit all that stuff. I mean, it's like what difference of night and day. I feel like this is how this person feels, because at first, damn, I could choke the shit out of this internet. Oh my gosh. I could choke the shit out of this damn internet. I don't even know how much y'all heard or saw or whatever, but I was going to close it down. It didn't close down. So then I turned it off, and I could choke the shit out of this internet. Anyway, I don't know what y'all heard and what y'all didn't hear. I damn sure ain't going to start all the way over, but yeah. Let's see what the message is. What's the message? Well, it looks like the chat is reconnected. What's the message? Thank you. Yeah, this King of Cups sitting there thinking about who they was working with. But I think that's come to an end. Somebody they started thinking about the past. They said, let me end this, because they started thinking about the past. And they thought, I was sitting there thinking about how hard it was for you, and what you had to do. How you was the one who was always protecting, and this and that and the other. So that, and they know that it's right that they need to leave. It's right that they need to walk the fuck away, because this person was sitting there acting like they was somebody else's son, or saying like they was just all that and lying or something like that. And now they regret ever doing this, because they understand it's that they have to carry on their for their generation. It's up to them about their lineage. They got this gift. They have this responsibility, because they finally answered the call. It's almost like, because something about somebody was fighting and everything, and it's like somebody maybe got out a weapon or something like that, or and things got a little too heated. There was a fight that took out, and things got a little bit too heated, and that's whenever they regretted ever confirmation. That's whenever they regretted, working with this person, or they decided they don't need to work with this person anymore, Yep. So it's almost like with this, they realized that they was playing games. They was playing games with y'all relationship. That's what they was doing, was playing games, because somebody else was in their ear, uh, doing the absolute most, and that's why they decided that they was just gonna, it would better be better off if they ended this relationship with you. But now they understand that no, you climbed up, you was on top regardless. And they was just the ones that was carrying the burden. They was the one who was causing the conflict. You was the one who rose above the conflict. See, somebody had to go do some soul searching, and that's whenever they had to realize who brought the conflict, and what they was actually the fuck doing. That's when somebody decided it was time for them to close this cycle, to end this chapter, to get some balance in their life, to ask forgiveness and everything else. Yeah, that King of Cups, like, thinking about who they was working with. Like, damn, I was working with a straight up devil. Somebody said, yeah, don't be with that person. And they like, oh, okay, I won't be with that person. But shit, they following the wrong person's lead. What's the message? It's like, because it was that Queen of Coins. It's like, that could have been somebody's mother. Don't support your mother. See, that's a crazy bitch right there who's going to sit there and tell you don't support your mother. Yeah, this person they regret following that damn devil. They regret following that damn devil, especially whenever it came to them and their family. Especially whenever it came to them and their family, because somebody had some questions. They asked some questions about this whole thing, and the answers that they was providing, that shit just wasn't adding up. The shit just wasn't making sense. So that's when I'm telling you, somebody was asking about the history of some shit and everything. but the shit just wasn't adding up. It was like, well, wait a minute, but this and that and the other. Like somebody had to help this person to wake up. It's, it's almost like when this person had traveled or something. And that's whenever they realized that when they traveled, that's when, and talking to somebody, that's when they realized they let go of the wrong one. Like I said, could have been their wife, could have been their mother, but this is somebody they were supposed to be, in a relationship with. Doesn't have to be romantic. All because they allow somebody to mislead them, misguide them because they wasn't doing their own homework and questioning nothing. They just expecting like, oh, okay, well, I'll go by what this person says because this person is my so-and-so. Yeah. Somebody was expecting you to send some type of communication or to reach out or do something by now, but you ain't done nothing. Nothing. And now this person knows that they actually have to go and do it. They have, if they want to have a conversation with you, they know that they have to come to you because you didn't have enough conversations, but you don't try to go to them. And if they was blocking you out, well, then they got to come in, and it's like they realizing that all these burdens that they caused, and they determined not to ever do that shit again. Don't nobody deserve that. They're the ones who broke up their happy home, not you. They're the ones who brought the burdens, not you. All because they was listening to somebody else who was saying some shit that wasn't adding up. It was never going to add up. And by the time this person had realized this shit was too fucking late. They had already stabbed you in your back. All because somebody didn't want to wake the fuck up. It must be nice to be so ignorant. What's the message? Hey, Bobby Dell. It must be nice to be so ignorant. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. But somebody understanding now that they're the ones who dropped the ball. It's like they were so busy looking over here that they didn't check out everything. Not to see that this other person was doing sleight of hand, juggling and shit, It's like, come on now. But that person, somebody's looking at you, they're watching you. Because I'm telling you, somebody's happy now to understand that they have that same gift. They shocked. Oh, because you know what? They were shocked because you told them about this person. You told them, and they discounted you. They said you was player hating. Okay? So then come to find out everything that you said was true. It fucked them up. Fucked them all the way up. Fucked them all the way up. That's whenever somebody knew you was the real deal. Because you was making it on your own. You was secure. You was cool. And then on top of that, it's like either you had your own business or, you was really just being blessed by God or, you had a good job and, whatever. And this other person, it's like they sitting there following the crowd, not even thinking, just following the fucking crowd. And then that's not even seeing that everybody laughing at them. And they sitting here thinking that they doing some sneaky shit behind your back. You knew what the fuck this person was doing, but you let it happen, and you knew why this person was doing it and who this person was working with. But you know what you also knew? Once you walked away, Karma Boo was getting ready to come up through the neighborhood. Yep. So you was like, yeah, y'all play if you want to. Let me know how well done you like your shoe leather. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Yep. Somebody's finished with putting their head in the sand. They don't want to do that shit ever again. They said, lesson learned. They will remember this shit for the rest of their life. I bet they will. I bet they will. They come in and they asking if they could please have some forgiveness. And they hoping that your heart would say yes. They ask and they coming. They on their knees begging, please. They don't have anything to give. Really, and they just hoping that your heart will be open enough, They understand if you would feel, guarded. They get that because they understand what you just went through, and they understand that you determined you ain't going back there. Hell no. Mm-mm. 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 What's the message? Okay. Ooh, that's a lot. Yeah. Somebody get ready to get some karma. She may have to go to jail or court. Somebody have legal issues. Somebody get ready to have some legal issues. That Queen of Wands and this King of Wands is going to try and just leave and just I feel like this King of Wands just wants to leave, but I don't know if there's a destination known. Hey, Gia. Mm-hmm. Something about the history of this family, in the history of how, because this person wants to leave. Yeah, I don't know, their destination unknown. Because the history of this family is going to come out, how they treated this empress. Mm-hmm. That history is going to come out. It's like, how they treated the empress. Mm-hmm. Because that's already in the works. This Queen of Swords is already planning this, has already had this whatever it is. And so, yeah, somebody wants to leave because they don't want to have to go to jail for the role that they played. I'm telling you, destination unknown. Because I know that as soon as this information goes out, if somebody's going to, or something is coming in, they know that these the return to sender, that's coming back. Yep. And so somebody feels like if they can just leave, destination unknown, then they can get some healing on their own. They can ask forgiveness from God, like now somebody's thinking about they want to die alone. You cannot make this up. They trying to be brave, like I'll just die alone. I'll face death alone. you know, as opposed to them working on themselves and getting themselves in order. It's like they're willing to they're just like, somebody is so stubborn and they know they need to um, go to go to let's just say something stupid. They need to go to a copy shop because they need 20 copies of a manuscript. That's the easiest thing. You take it to the copy shop. You say, hey, I need 20 copies of this. One-sided or two-sided, two-sided. No, 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 whatever. But this person is so stubborn. They feel like it would be a test to their, whether it's a manhood, womanhood, their hood, that they want to be the person to go and buy some trees, and try and do some type of paper process as they cut the trees and go through all this bullshit so they can get some paper. And then after they do that, which takes probably about like 12 weeks, then they're going to get a ink press or some shit like that. And they're going to do this, some crazy shit, the hard way, as opposed to just going to Kinko's. It's one of those people that has that much pride. They're not going to come and ask for forgiveness. They don't want to ask for forgiveness and see if, what they can work on or whatever. This person, they like, I will swallow my tongue and die alone before I ask for forgiveness and that, Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-mm-mm. And what's funny is, I feel like this king and queen of wands, they was working together until they wasn't working together. Because I feel like somebody had, whenever they was younger, somebody had put a curse on somebody or stated something like, seeing you on your hands and knees begging, and now it's like somebody is noticing something, like, or remembering something from the past of a curse that was placed on them. Confirmation. And now this person is trying to see if they can oh gosh, it's almost like they acting like they want to be so courageous. They're trying to be courageous, and then they're gonna ask God for forgiveness. But look, God know they ain't trying to ask, they ain't trying to do nothing. Because they trying to be courageous and say, well, I'm just going to go to God as opposed to coming to you to ask for your forgiveness. I ask for forgiveness, in the woods as I set up my cabin for the rest of my life, to die alone or some stupid shit like that. And when, to be a real blow to their ego that after they die alone, you get up there and God like, well, what you want? No, I didn't tell you to do it like that. I told you to just go apologize to Susie. That's what I told your ass to do. Now, I don't know where you think you coming in, but you ain't coming up in here. Get on. Get on. I don't know what you thought this was, but I'm the one who tell you what to do, not the other way around. You won't tell me what to do and then you can come up in here. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, somebody they planning on saying something to you. They're trying to decide. But they know that they want to communicate with you. Definitely that. They just not sure what to say right now. And it's almost like they really don't know what to say right now, and they wouldn't know how to approach you because it's almost like you're so different. So this person is trying to figure out like how to approach you, but the thing is they know they want to come see you. That's for sure. They definitely want to come see you, you know. They want to ask for your forgiveness for the past. They do. And they want to let you know that yeah, they was confused and they was a fool. You know. But yeah, this person, it's almost like they feel like they couldn't sleep until they got shit right. Hmm. So yeah. Hmm. Anything else? Yeah, they want to come. They want to ask your forgiveness, and they also want to tell the truth. I just heard the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Mm-hmm. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Thank you, Spirit. Yep. Because they didn't get nothing out of trying to take you down. They didn't get nothing, you know, except the same in return. Now this person feel like they got to watch their back, you know, and sitting here gossiping about you. For what? For what? Especially whenever none of it proved to be true. That's when they realized your character spoke about you. And them telling all those bullshit ass lies, that was a testament to their own character. They didn't think about that. See, what you do to hurt me don't actually hurt me. It only hurts you. It would only hurt me if it were true. Now, since it's not true, and you said it behind my back, it's never going to happen because it's not me. It's you. This person feel, yeah, I'm telling you, sitting here lying about you. Just lying to be lying behind your back. Behind your back. Mm-hmm. And they thought that you did not know. Oh, on Fred, my Fred. We knew. We knew. Yeah. Our spidey senses alone told us that some shit was not right. Watch our back. Mm-hmm. We knew. This when this person realized they fucked up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Really fucked up. Mm-hmm. That's when they realized they put themselves in that trap and broke their heart, not ours. You may have stunned us, you may have made us go, ooh, wow. But as far as breaking that heart, because you the one that's getting ready to wake up from that own self-induced nightmare. And whenever you wake up from that self-induced nightmare, that's all on you. That is all on you. Thank you. Lie if you want to. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. But I'm saying our character speaks mountains. Okay. See, that is too funny. I don't know why people do that. They ain't got nothing else to say. Right. Exactly. It's just Robbie. Exactly. What's the message? Mm-hmm. That's when somebody realized they need to go and do some introspection. They need to really look at themselves, because it's like somebody had told them something that made them think. Mm-hmm. Especially when they came to you, made them really think when it came to you. Mm-hmm. 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 About where they placing their value. Mm-hmm. Somebody, yeah, it's like, hey, what's the message? Yeah. Now they feel trapped, but it's because of what they've done. Yeah. So I'm telling you, somebody had everything that they would ever wanted, and good things were coming in. Yeah, good things are coming in. I feel like, somebody's getting ready to come to you. I feel like whenever this person shows up, you're gonna find out that this person is changed now, because not like they still look the same, but like they've grown up some. Hey, Kathleen, how are you? Like they've grown up, they've matured. That's the message. And I guess that just depends on how long it's been. Because if it's just been a few days, they ain't matured. Kick their ass back on out there. But so I was getting this, and it flipped upside down. So maybe somebody is not coming with anything fishy in the cup. Maybe they're just coming with something, or maybe this person isn't. Maybe somebody's not really coming to apologize, but maybe they want to ask for forgiveness or something. What else? Or was that supposed to be right side up? Because that's what I'm thinking. Maybe my hand. I don't know. Let me ask for it. Clarify this page of cups. Thank you. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So I feel like whenever this person comes, they're gonna let you know that they're no longer taking no bullshit ass fishy shit. You know what I'm saying? That they balance themselves out, and they understand what's important and who's important. So it's like for them just to take the first, like them to be easily misled. Yeah, like somebody's like said saying, I'm no longer a follower. Yep. Because they know that you know the difference, and you know your worth. They know that this is you. You ain't afraid to tell the truth. You know, it's like you know your worth, and then on top of that, you really intelligent. You know, it's kind of like, yeah, this person, they didn't see all of these qualities within you. You are definitely go getter. You are a go getter. Mm-hmm. Hey, J Mike, how are you? What's the message, Spirit? This one to come out. Yeah, this person didn't realize that you are a go-getter. They didn't understand that. It's like they didn't see that at first. Or maybe they did see it, but they didn't want to acknowledge it. For some reason, it's like they held in a lot. They held in a lot to the point it wasn't healthy. And it's like that was something that they had to stop, was holding back, holding shit in. And that's one thing that they had to work on and heal from, to be able to express themselves or, let go of burdens that were not theirs. Yeah, exactly. They had to let go of these burdens that were not theirs. Exactly. And somebody had to learn how, to defend themselves against, these attacks. People are trying to. They had to learn how to defend themselves, against this witchcraft, against these witches and warlocks and all that shit, that manipulation and shit. Somebody realizing that they've been doing the same shit for eons, cycle after cycle, confirmation, cycle after cycle after cycle. It's like somebody had to bring it to their attention what was going on, and yeah, it could have been an earth angel that guided them, that showed them, that told them what the fuck was going on. Yep. Because it was somebody who had them under some type of trance, was taking their money, and was trying to steal like they dreams, their goals. Like confirmation, like somebody would, like they would say, "Oh, really? What? Tell me what what's your goal? What do you want to do? What's your dream?" And they listen, and they're like, "Oh, okay." And then they go and they do whatever they do. I don't know. And so next thing you know, nothing is panning out for this person. What's the message for it? They had to realize that too. It's almost like they had to recognize, this is that person who realized that they had spiritual gifts. They had to recognize when someone's trying to do, whether it's a psychic attack, a spiritual attack, any type of attack. Yeah, bottom of the deck, the truth. Someone knows the truth now, especially why you walked away and why they need to leave. Because they see that for the longest, like they was cutting you out or something, discounting you. And it was because there was this a warlock that had this strong hold on them. Yep. And then on top of that, there was like, could have been their father, grandfather, who was a wizard. That was somebody who they was close to, that, who had this title. And they would, it was like they would tell them, this, that, or the other, and this person would do it. Or like I said, or they would say whatever to mess up the opportunity for this person. And they would be sitting there like, well, like nothing ever panned out. And they was confused as to why. But after they started learning about themselves, their own spirituality, their own gifts, and they started balancing things out and keeping things more things to themselves, then that's whenever shit stopped. And they noticed it. They noticed it because this person was asking them questions and trying to get them all off track and everything else. Somebody had to just focus on what they knew to be true. Mm-hmm. It was like there was somebody in the family who was a hidden enemy who was doing moon magic. And this was to keep somebody stuck. Confirmation. This is to keep somebody stuck and under their control. Mm-hmm. And they think it was that person's wish fulfillment. They thought they was going to get it so that while this person was young, all the way up until this person was uh, an adult, that this person was going to take care, that this young a Knight of Cups was going to take care of this King of Cups, and this King of Cups was not going to do anything. Like this King of Cups was going to, uh, rob from him, or just, live off of him or something. Like somebody wanted to be able to lay up off of somebody and not have to do nothing. And they thought that they would be able to have this, that this is just going to, there's going to be blessed with this, and this is just going to be their lifestyle. But the plan, something about the plan changed. The plan changed. And what changed the plan was who they decided they wanted to work with. Because they saw that who they was working with was a third party for real. And that third party was the one who was bringing all the heartache, because this person is realizing they didn't have no heartache and they had a lot more money before this third party came along. So they said, yeah, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna, take it like I'm a fool for this one. I ran out there, butt ass out in the street. Yeah, I deserve somebody. Like I said at the very beginning of the reading, I felt like somebody was laughing at him, talking about how man, you stupid. Man, girl, you dumb. That kind of shit. Somebody's laughing at somebody because they sitting there talking about, you had the Empress, you was with the Empress and this, that, and the other. And, something about somebody, with their communication or and it could have been a child, something about them and their mother. Yeah. Like, you know what? And then like they're afraid to approach their mother, or their mother blocked them out because they was saying something or acting young or something, and now they in a fucked up situation, because they feeling left out, or something happened. Because it was somebody, they was like somebody else and they mama. Damn, what the fuck? What the fuck are y'all doing with your kids? Stop hanging out with your kids. Let your kids find their own friends. Fuck. Come on now. Stop hanging out with your kids. Yeah. Something's coming in. Somebody don't even realize what's happening. They just know something's coming in. They don't realize what's happening though. I'm not too sure they're gonna like it. But this something that this Queen of Swords was talking about or sees. Yeah, it may be. Whatever it is, it's the truth. Something about, well, I just happened to notice something about what she said. It was spot on. It was spot on. Had to do with this this happy, this family had to do with something like somebody being so happy with something, and she called it. She said exactly what it was. And it had to do with somebody's father. you know. She called it. Yep, yep, yep. But you know what? I see. But then karma hit because something somebody was working on. Telling you, it was a third party. It was a third party. Yep. What's the message? And whatever it was, they got themselves caught up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because then somebody was like, "Well, no, well then you ain't part of my family." You know, I'm good on that. Because they see that, you know what? It's like somebody did something so malicious to somebody in their home life that broke their heart. And they're like, no, 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 no. That's what got this person, to realize, hey, they gotta start, they gotta wake up and start noticing some shit. And they have to realize that maybe there was some mind manipulation there that this King of Wands had put on them, and that's why they need to leave. Get away from them, because somebody thought they was in complete control of themselves, only to find out they was not. They was not. Now somebody see that there was like some type of a lot of spells put on this relationship so that somebody was left out in the cold. Yep. Now somebody want to leave this lying ass magician, this the fucking third party. Yes, indeed, because they didn't got themselves in a position. Yeah, could have had to be something to do with family. Yep. Because you know what, you called it. You called it. You called it, and somebody still did it anyway. What's the message? Thank you. Yep, has to do with this King of Cups. Yep. And what this Queen of Cups, she called it. She knew. Listen, she already saw it. It's like she had a premonition. She had a premonition, and that's why she shared it with him. She said, "This is what I saw in my dream." He's talking about something there. Don't stop burning bread on me. Stop burning it on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Addie. Instead of him taking heed. But somebody fell for the trick anyway. They was manipulated. They fell for the trick anyway. And it worked. It worked. And it got this person to say the right stuff. Yep. See, this person somebody's been holding in the secret about this Queen of Wands and this older woman and this younger man. They was holding a secret, the secret love affair from their mother. And their mother just happens to be the star seed. And I'm going to say the matriarch, because their mother is the one who's the strong one. But this person's been holding a secret for a long time, and it's held them up in life. as far as their mental and emotional growth. It's held them up. And it's almost like this emperor was supposed to have been there. This could have been like a grandfather or something like this, was supposed to have been there, to kind of teach someone the way. But this person wasn't any better. This person didn't do it. If anything, this person made it even worse. If anything, that person made it worse. So now somebody understands that it's up to them to close certain chapters of their life, complete certain cycles, and they're going to have to balance themselves out. It's almost like somebody's going to have to stop thinking the way that they were thinking so long ago, not so long ago, how they only thought about themselves. They thought about, it's almost like how somebody was just kind of like a narcissist, how they had to learn how to not be a narcissist, Something about the truth, though. Damn. And maybe, because I feel like that narcissism, that is taught. And you have to be very conscientious, because I spot that shit all the time, and I do not like that shit at all. Not at all. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, something about this King of Cups, this bird. Or the King of Cups feels like they are cursed. Somebody's coming towards you. It's slowly but surely happening. It's gonna be a while, but they're gonna make that. Because somebody, they are working on themselves. They're trying to perfect something. They're trying to do something, create something. Almost like they're trying to create the perfect words to tell you, to say to you, that would give them exactly what they want, like that gift, so that you would be like, you would let the guard down and be like, oh, okay, yeah, come on in. Hi, how are you? And you rest on your laurels, and then they will come in and do you wrong and be like, and play victim. Then play victim, like, who, me? And you wouldn't be able to defend yourself. Who is this? Think they want to be Don Juan. Don Juan, you better bring you a pistol up in here, shit. Ain't nobody got time to play. Either we is or we ain't. But just playing. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, somebody think that they just gonna come in and, sweep you off your feet. Like you're gonna be looking at them like, oh, you are who I've been praying for my entire life. Oh, my prayers have been answered. Yeah, no, that's not happening. You're not sitting there thinking, oh, my wish fulfillment is finally coming in. My ship is finally coming in. No, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. This shit is only temporary. It's only temporary. It's only until somebody think that they little, they're gonna come in with they stick, they want, try and do a whoop, put you underneath the spell, only to find out that you got that sword of truth, and he was like, Hold up, motherfucker. I will slice that motherfucker in two. I know you don't want to see the top of that sucker squirming around the floor. But fuck with me if you want to. You know, that's when somebody realized that you not no sucker. You ain't no sucker. Come on now. You rather be left alone than to be taken for some damn ride? Hell no. You cool. Mm-hmm. That's when somebody's gonna realize they cannot play on your intelligence, that you truly are an earth angel. See, they was testing your gangster. It's testing your gangster because once a player, always a player. Okay? Go on with that bullshit. Yeah, that's why you left that person the first damn time. Because they was given to, they didn't know how to do that equal give and take. Mm-hmm. Plus, you already know something better is coming in for you. You already know. You got the Ace of Cups, the High Priestess, the Hierophant, and the World card. Yes, baby, this is a once in a lifetime meet up with y'all mate, the High Priestess and the Hierophant. Yes, hunty, this is what you need. Mm-hmm. That's what you need. Talk about Stella getting her groove back. Shit. She's gonna get more than just her groove back. Yeah, this is the one that you need to work with, baby. Somebody gonna have you happy, singing like Pharrell. I'm so happy. That song. Yeah, you gonna be light on your feet and everything. Everything jumping around. Y'all gonna go out dancing. They gonna be like, just run and jump into my arms. I'm gonna lift you by your waist up into the air and then twirl you around and then hold you and cup you like that and then spin you around and then I'll put you on your feet. And it's like, okay, but I hope you got some strong arms because that's a lot of lifting and spinning and twisting and twirling and shit. Mm-hmm. This is somebody. This could be a younger person. This could either be a younger man or this could be like a son. You know what I'm saying? But either way, this is like I feel like this is like a child. Your child. I mean, I don't know. It could be a younger person. I mean, not your child. I mean, like a younger man. That's probably why all that flipping and twisting and twirling and dipping and shit was coming in play. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because okay, that makes sense. This like a younger person. Mm-hmm. Because then you got them and they have that they got that they got that spunk. I'll just say it like that. They got that spunk. They got that stamina. That's the word I'm looking for. Stamina. That's what they got. You know. And then we got the emperor, and he makes a really good waffle and bacon in the morning. Yeah. And the snoring is not bad with the CPAP machine on. You know? That's why we got the extra double wide king size bed. Mm-hmm. But that's my boo. That go my boo. That go my Roger. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But that other one, that's one. Mm-hmm. What's the message? Yep. So no, that emperor thought that they was going to be able to pull some shit, do some shit. They thought they was going to be able to confuse some shit. But they found out it was just them that was confused with them 2 7s. And that was spiritual protection for you. See, they wondering why they wasn't able to do something. God was blocking that shit. I'm telling you. Holy hoo! God was blocking that shit. I know my neighbors is like, what the fuck is she doing down there? Mm-hmm. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. I'm telling you, it was going to. I said it. Did not say it. Did not say it. Somebody was trying to work on some shit. They was trying to get it right. This devil. You little stinker, you. Told you. Shit didn't work. Sorry. It's like, when you one of God's favorites, ain't nothing that you can do. They thought they was getting ready to slice you and dice you now. That plan failed. It failed. Especially because you left. You was gone anyway. So they couldn't get to you. They couldn't get to you. Yeah. You had already did what you had to do and come up out as the star. Hello. This is what makes you be able to, rise to the top and you like even traveling, doing your own thing. And then that's when you meet this person. First, you kind of standoffish because you feel like, you think that that's all they want. That ain't all they want. They want the mouth too. Just kidding. Hey, Miss Pretty Girl Swag. Hey, AJ Craft. Hey, K Hyphy. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Something about this Queen of Wands. I'm telling you, somebody was going to try and throw this magic at you. She's going to try and do something, but you sliced it and you diced it. You sliced it and you diced it. And so the truth came out. And you broke that curse. I'm telling you, they was doing it under the moon. You was never supposed to understand or know about it, but you was just speaking and you broke the curse. You spoke about it. And not only that, but you told this person how to get up out of it because this person felt they knew they was under spiritual attack. They knew they was under spiritual attack. But you told that person what to do. They did it. And voila, they are set free. Now, this person is upset. They are upset because that means that their shit is crumbling. So that's when they sitting here trying to come with these 2 sevens. Oh, if you tell me, come here. You tell me the truth. I'm not going to slap you. I'm not slapping you because you told me the truth. I'm slapping you because you did that stupid shit. So yeah, they doing that type of shit. Somebody's not believing them. That's why somebody decided, no, they better go ahead with the other 7 and be prepared to defend themselves from these spiritual attacks because they could feel them coming in. But see, they didn't know somebody had already went within and did their own dark night of the soul and finding their light and their gift within. They didn't know that. They know it now. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? I think that's it. Yep, I think that's it. Something about I just heard you just cracked the code. You just cracked the code. Yeah, they thought they was about to get away with something. It's all coming out. whatever words need to be said. Ali, oxen free, or whatever words need to be said. You said them. All right, y'all. It's been an hour and a half. Yes, confirmation, Sasha. Exactly. That's right, baby. I'm going to go get my baby, feed her. Confirmation. Because she likes a gourmet meal. And then I'm going to see what I can scramble up for myself. All right, y'all. Thank you so very much. And thank you so much for being so patient whenever we had this whole internet YouTube glitch. But I'm glad that I was able to reconnect. All right. I might I might get back on here this evening. Who knows? After I eat, I might be, hell, knock the hell out. Who knows? Thank you so very much. All right. And if I don't see you this evening, I will see you in the morning. I love y'all. Good night.